Hi, this is Luis with the Ground Up, and today I'm going to show you how to core aerate, top dress your yard with leaf mold compost or Compost DS. Check it out. The truck is now arriving to dump the product on my driveway. And in this truck, he has 1 cubic yard of leaf mold compost, 1 cubic yard of Compost DS, and 1 cubic yard of fine screened hardwood mulch, along with the top dresser I'm going to use to put all the product down on this piece of grass and also on these beds. Today we're going to top dress 2 different yards. One, my neighbor's lawn, and I've asked him to cut his grass, and my grass. My grass is not that tall right now. Why cut your grass before core aerating and top dressing? Well, one, the blades are going to be a lot shorter, and it'll be easier for us to rake any debris that comes out of the core aeration. And two, the compost will fall into the matting of the sod, and it'll have a clearer path to go into those holes we punch with the core aerator. The other reason why we want to cut the grass before core aerating is because we're going to put some fertilizer down. And I have a special mix that I use: Microlife 624, Azomite, and biochar. I've gone to Home Depot and I rented the core aerator. This is going to cost you about 70 bucks for 4 hours. And you can choose to actually get it for the whole day if you want to do it with your neighbors, and that's only going to be $90. The secret juice I use, and what I think most people should use, is a combination of Microlife 624, biochar, Azomite, and Microlife Humates Plus. What ratios? Equal ratios of all in your spreader. Just mix it up, and then you're going to top dress with this before you place your compost over the lawn. The first step is going to be core aerating, then mixing and top dressing with your fertilizer, and finally you're going to be putting your compost. So let's get started. Let's see what this mixed is going to look like. In our spreader, we're going to have this very interesting concoction of different foods, fertilizers, and also the biochar that's going to help with aeration of the yard. Started right off the bat. On these machines you have a few controls. One is going to be your speed. This is where you see the turtle or the rabbit. And then this lever here you're going to push down. So there's going to be what's going to let the rolls, the spikes, create the holes. So I did a very fast pass with these spikes, and what you're going to see here, what you're going to find is the core is going to come out, which you can choose to rake and get out, like take it off the lawn, or leave it here, because with time it'll disintegrate. You can see how it disintegrates really easily. And then you're going to see the hole here. The hole, because my lawn is a little bit higher, is going to be about that deep. Take the roll down so the wheels are up, and let's go. And this thing shut off. Handling that machine is not easy because it doesn't have a turn radius. So anytime you get to a place where you want to pick it up and turn or go a different direction, you actually have to pull the spikes up and move the machine, and the machine is not very light. Don't forget to hydrate while you're doing this. You don't want to collapse on your yard. Get some compost on this wheelbarrow, and from this wheelbarrow we're gonna fill our compost top dresser. Okay, we're done with the core aeration, and I want to show you something here real quick. This is something interesting. The cores that came out of the core aeration are going to be dark in color in some spots, as you can see right here. But you see that lighter shade? This is the contractor grade sand used when this house was built or when the landscape was installed during the building of the house. That is only bank sand. which has no nutritional value. This is why it's so important to core aerate and add organic matter, and also the food, the Microlife 624, the Azomite for trace minerals, the Humates Plus, and in my case, I'm going to add biochar for structure as well. Contractor grade installations are hit or miss. Sometimes if they only use bank sand, you're gonna notice that your lawn has a harder time performing than if the contractor used a nice loamy enriched topsoil to place that lawn on top of it. And you're gonna be prone to less disease if you used a good product during the installation. And then you fill the cylinder with your compost. In this case, we're putting here leaf mold compost. Next thing you do is you're going to close this latch. It has a couple of things here that you can secure it. And we'll start compost top dressing. It works like a beauty. To fill it, you open the latch here, and we're gonna go ahead and fill it really heavy this time because this went by very fast. Layer, and the top dresser works pretty well. You should expect to have to fill this multiple times in a very short period of time, because now everything I put into the cylinder with the mesh, it's gone. Okay, we're done compost top dressing. So let's go ahead and go over what we did today. We core aerated, we fertilized, and we compost top dressed. Now we just let it sit and see your yard perform. Do this 2 times a year if you've never done it. Then do it once a year for a couple of years, and then you can do it every other year. That will help your yard get some organic matter, get the foods and trace minerals, and you'll have a happy yard and the greenest lawn in your block. That is, if you're the only one top dressing and core aerating. This is Luis with the Ground Up. Give this video a like, share it with neighbors or friends, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done already so. Thank you.